So what do you mean by selector? Uh, Yesterday actually we seen this. Selectors are the patterns used to select the elements you want to style. Selectors are the patterns used to select the element you want to style. Okay, don't worry, we will check some example. uh, Firstly, know what are the different types of selectors. You can apply universal selector, element selector, id selector, class selector. There are group selectors. So these are the different ways of selectors. We will go for each one by one with example. But remember, this will be the most probable question. This will be the most probable question in exam. Which are the different CSS selectors? So let's go one by one. Okay. So here I am declaring one. I hope my Visual Studio screen is visible to you all. Yes.
Sir.
Okay. So let's go for it. I have saved this file as a css selector.html. Let me write this. Then inside that head, where I am going to define the internal style. Then the body. Here I want to display some element. Then again we will go with the same element h1. Uh, this is selector demo. Let me write css selector demo. Fine. I have to go live, correct? So I am starting the live server so that whatever changes I will do, that will be reflected here. Let me bring it outside because I should able to. Okay, no. Okay, so fine. This page is running. Now let's go for applying the style. So as I said, different selectors. The very simple or straightforward selector which we can use is element selector. So I think you can understand with the element selector which HTML element we want to select to apply the style. It means element selector. I repeat, you have to mention which element of HTML you want to give the style. That is called as element selector. So h1 is the element I am selecting. To that I want to give this style. Give me reply if you understand this. Element selector. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Someone should speak because I'm not able to see that chat window. Okay. So h1. Let's go with yesterday's again. Background color. Let's say it is a blue, and I want the text color as white. Sorry, it's a spell mistake, so it is not suggesting me. I hope you are observing that style is applied here. Correct. Let's go for one more paragraph. This is element selector demo. Let's say one more element I want to take. Let's say h2. Element is there. So now three selectors are there. So let me apply. Sorry, three elements are there. One is the h1, second is paragraph, and third is h2. Okay, so I want to give the style for paragraph element. Sorry, P. This is the element I am going to select, and then I will apply the style. Let's say go for a border. Solid means which type of form you want to display. Color, let go for color. This is the border color, okay, because I'm mentioning the border. Then let me apply for H2 element selector some style. Don't worry, different other different things we are going to learn, this margin top, we will use in the next example. Let me clear the CSS selectors first. Okay, so I hope you are able to see these three styles element selector. Okay, now imagine that suppose I want to apply the same style, for H1 and H2. So I have to copy that and same will be applied. Correct?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, we have to define the attributes for every heading size, or it is applied to all the headings.
Okay, great. So good question. So suppose this is H1 tag, correct? For H1, I have defined these two styles. Okay. So whenever I will use this H1, let's say second H1 tag. So that style will be applied. As many H1 tags are there on that page, everywhere the same style will be applied. This is second, this is a first H1 tag. So I hope I clear your doubt.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So let move ahead. What I was trying to tell you, suppose H1, H2, and let's say for paragraph also, I want to apply the same style. Don't you think we are doing the same code 3 times? Yes, this is the redundancy. Same style I am giving for 3 elements. Correct? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So can we overrule this? Yes. So there I'm going to share with you the second type of selector, which is called as group selector. Group selector. So what this group selector is, you can combine one or more elements in a single style. So how can you go for it? So you have to go for just comma separated all the elements. So now, just a minute. Now I'm going to remove this paragraph, but you can understand the same style is applied to H1, H2, and P. All my 3 elements. These 3 elements, the same style is applied. Let me try to change this color so that you will observe the change. Fine? Is it fine? So do you understand second element selector, second type of selector? Can you name what this selector is? Can you tell me which selector this is? Group selector. Group selector. Okay. I think some disturbance is there from someone's home. So please mute. Okay. Okay. Thank you. So this is the second type of selector, group selector. Shall we move ahead now for third?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now imagine the situation like here H1 and H1, two H1 tags are there. As we have seen, I'm going with this style. Just a minute. Let's say for this paragraph and all these things, styles are different so that you can easily understand. Okay. Okay. Now, three elements are there. H1 element, paragraph element, and H2 element. Okay. For H1, I have different style. For paragraph different, and for H2 different. Now suppose I'm going to add one more H1. So as we have seen just before, the same style for two H1 are defined. Correct? But suppose I want that this H1 should have a different style, and this H1 should have a different style. Even though both are the head 1 tags, I want that both should be with a different style. Okay. And what I want, one more thing is, I want to uniquely select H1 tag. Okay. I want that only this specific H1 should have a different style. And after that, any number of H1s I will declare, it will not have that style. So for that we can use ID selector. Sorry. Yes, we can use the ID selector. So here to the head one, I am going to apply the ID. I am going to specify the ID. Let's say that is X ID I am going to use. So now obviously as many H1 I will keep this background color blue and color white as it is, but whenever there is any element with X as ID, I want that element should have a different color. So I'm going to add one more style. And here to access that ID, we have to use special key hash, special character hash, and name of that ID. And then you can define the style here. Let's say for this, I want to give the border as a solid, and let me give the some color. Okay. Then background color, I want to change this background color to, let's say, green. Okay, still it is not applying, only border is applied. Sorry, I have mentioned wrong attribute. It should be color. So do you find now, even though this head one, this is one head one, and sorry, another head one is there. First head one is printing. This is CSS demo, selector demo, and second head one is printing select H1. So here this is selector demo and H1. Even though both are the same style, same tags H1, but still I am able to manage different styles. So if I go for one more heading, third H1, so it will take another style. It will take the style which is common for H1. But this first H1, which is I have mentioned with unique attribute X, will have a different style. So for ID selector, you have to write ID equal to, you have to give some name to that ID, and with that ID you can uniquely identify that tag, and for that we have to use hash. Okay, do you understand the ID selector? Do you understand the ID selector? Yes. Any confusion in this? Any query in this? Like how this will happen? Will it be applied where? Any query? Because really now there may be a multiple thoughts in your mind. So if you will share that, that will be very easy for you to understand the concept, clear the concept. There should not be any confusion. So I'm waiting for 1 minute to think on this, and if you have any query, you can ask.
Sir,
Yes.
Sir, give the ID attribute to one more H1, sir.
Okay.
Uh,
So yes, as I think Vishal is there, correct?
No, sir. It was
Sorry,
usual.
who is there? Oh, sorry, I'm not able to see this. Yes, usual. Second. Yes. So this is the thing.
yes, sir.
So uniquely that type of that type of element will be identified.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Let try your same thing. Instead of going for H1, let's try to apply that ID. Actually, it is not compulsory. We should apply that for a single H1 only. Let's try to apply that here. Yes. Now it is applicable to this paragraph also, to uniquely that element.
Hello.
Yes.
So ID can only be an alphabet or it could be a number.
Let's check. I'm giving 10 here. So what is the conclusion?
It could be anything.
Because it is an identifier. See, you can think this like a variable name, identifier name. So we have to follow the same rule. Like when we are giving the name to any variable or function, it must start with character. After that you can use any number of any you can use the number. Because even though we are watching this in HTML, ID equal to, but understand this is again a programming. ID is one variable and it is represented with x1. So x1 will become one variable type name identifier. So it should start with the letter or underscore, and after that any number of letters, digits can be applied. Okay, is it okay?